going to do a quick form analysis 101 video regarding the win of King Colorado today, which we had top rated in the JJ Atkins at 40 to 1. Was available at 40 to 1 early, touched 80 to 1 in places, and was well back late to start 14.0 with bookmakers. Won pretty comfortably by 0.9 of a length, 2.2 lengths back to third. Good margins further back through the field. If you go and have a recap, before you watch this video, it might be worthwhile to go back and watch our JJ Atkins video, the full race recap, and the deeper look into the top-rated King Colorado. Those two videos from that we posted yesterday on Friday. The way that we had this race rated, we had King Colorado top rated at 6.5, Miracle Love second top rated at 7.5, it ran second, and Tannhauser, which ran third, we had it fourth top rated at 9.50. So we've given off the $780 trifecta in the top four rated runners. But more importantly, this video is about understanding the factors associated to doing form and that help you identify hidden merit. And there are three major factors that we've used in relation to King Colorado. One of them is replays of videos to better understand the true merit of a performance. The second is understanding the merit associated to a horse's performance and potential scope for improvement when looking at that race versus past form of other horses in that race. And the third, and probably the most important, and the one that gives us a massive edge against the betting public, is understanding the breeding of a horse, especially when lightly raced, so you can identify potential scope for improvement, taking into account bloodlines, especially on the distaff dam side of the pedigree, back through the first 3 and 4 generations of the female line. These three factors are all very important for identifying hidden merit, and through your ability to identify hidden merit, that's where you're going to get an edge in the betting market against the betting public. And that becomes highly prevalent when we look at King Colorado, which we had top rated in this race at 6.50, and it's been sent around at 40 to 1 as a value long shot and duly saluted. And won pretty comfortably, like a true 6.50 chance should too. It's not like it was lucky or anything like that. So the first thing I want to do is just go into the breeding of King Colorado first. As I said, go and have a rewatch of the JJ Atkins preview and the deeper look at the top-rated King Colorado too. Those two videos are excellent pointers themselves, and this sort of goes further into it. King Colorado himself is very well bred by Kingman, a son of Invincible Spirit. Invincible Spirit's becoming well known here in Australia now, being the sire of I Am Invincible, who's the leading sire in Australia. Kingman's starting to become a top-class sire in the Northern Hemisphere in Europe now. And this one, King Colorado's out of the More Than Ready mare, More Aspen. Now, importantly, through the dam side of the pedigree, More Aspen chases back to the fourth dam, Fall Aspen. And Fall Aspen's one of the blue hens of the stud book. Fall Aspen itself has produced top-class size Timber Country, B. Anconi. B. Anconi being by Danzig provides a similar nick to the third dam of King Colorado, because Fall Aspen was covered by Northern Dancer to get Northern Aspen, and B. Anconi is a son of Danzig, who's a son of Northern Dancer. So we know that nicks well to this family. The other size out of the family, Fortwood, Colorado Dancer. Fortwood himself is a champion South African sire numerous times over. By Sadler as well, is another son of Northern Dancer. So we knew as soon as we looked at this horse that there was a lot of potential scope for this horse to improve, being so well bred by Kingman out of one of the families, of the best families in the worldwide stud book, tracing back to Fall Aspen. Northern Aspen herself, she was a high-class horse. She won the Gamely, the Pre-Deer Start, the Thoughtful Stakes, second in the Santa Barbara, second in the Santa Ana Handicap in the US. Now, furthermore to that, we know that this sire nicks well to this line, with Kingman being a son of Invincible Spirit, and Invincible Spirit himself being a son of Green Desert, tracing back to Danzig, tracing back to Northern Dancer. So the family's always going to nick well. That's a huge tick when you're looking at a lightly raced horse with potential scope for improvement. So from a breeding perspective, that covers that angle there. A lot to wrap your head around, but once you start to understand breeding, it can become a very powerful tool for understanding the potential scope that a horse can go through. Replays of videos to better understand the true merit of a performance. If you go back and watch a replay of the deeper dive into the JJ Atkins that we do on King Colorado, you'll see in this video that we show you a replay of the race, and we go through the replay. 3 wide, no cover. So this is King Colorado out here. We go through a replay of the race and show you King Colorado working wide out here in the run. I'm just going to let the video take over. We start to work forward here in a second.
Just behind them, Zen Master, followed in the centre by Natural Deduction. No luck for the favourite, King Colorado, 3 deep, no cover.
Now he starts to work forward, closer to the front end.
King Colorado, Cape Size next, followed.
The way that he lets down in the stretch after this tough 3 wide trip with no cover, and then stays on strong in deep stretch is really impressive. Got the action of a very smart horse. His side, Kingman, is one of the best sides in the UK at the moment, and he's out of one of the best distaff lines in the stud book. This is King Colorado coming on now. Now the ones that chase him home get the softer runs back in the field. Clearly the toughest trip, stays on strong. These ones get softer trips. Stays on strong galloping action. As we can see, King Colorado won pretty impressively that day at his second career start. If we go and just pull that up, that win was here at Kembla Grange. He put a bit of a margin on third that day, a bit of a margin on 4.5 lengths back. The form back through here all stacks up to suggest he's a Group 1 class horse on the make, especially after the tough trip he copped, suggesting good scope for more. Good hidden merit in the form lines coming out of that run. So when you put all these factors together, we look at the par ratings that we had for this race, and these are the par ratings. The par ratings that I do, 8.00 is par, 4.00 is 2 lengths above par, 2.00 is 4 lengths above par, so 3.00 is 3 lengths above par, and 6.00 is 1 length above par. So once I go through and I look at each horse in the race, you'll see here that in the conditions of the race, I've called it a Group 1 race, which it is, but knowing it's a potentially weak Group 1, when I've gone through and analysed it, I've actually analysed it as a Group 2 race, because traditionally the 1600 metre JJ Atkins for Group 1 for 2-year-olds at the end of the season is traditionally a pretty weak race. So while I've analysed this race as a Group 2 race, I've got King Colorado the 12 at 3.70. So that's about 2.3, 2.4 lengths above par for the class when I've called it a Group 2 race. And then the 17, the second top rated horse that I had in the race, the Done Deal filly Miracle of Love, I've had her 2 lengths above par. Now she's by Done Deal out of Miss Finland, who won a slipper, trained on to win an Oaks. So when we look at this, I've gone through, analysed every horse, and then given them a par rating to the level, and then I've converted that into a market set to 100%. Once I've converted it into a market set to 100%, I've got King Colorado top rated at $6.50, basically suggesting that it's going to win 16% of the time in this race. Convincingly won, put a bit of a margin on him in third, 2.2 lengths back to third, and of my top 4 rated runners, we've run first, second, third. So that's just a little bit of a help and an understanding the 3 most important factors of identifying hidden merit that I've used in this race to find a 40-1 winner on top. Okay? 40-1 into $14. The money came for it late, available at 40-1, $46. Some punters got 60 and 80-1 about it. That's another Form Analysis 101 video to help you better understand the angles that we will go to identify where the hidden merit is in a market. Doesn't matter if it's a maiden in the country on a Monday or a Group 1 race on a Saturday. It's about identifying where the hidden merit is and where you've got an advantage in the betting market. Thanks.